Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. What is going on? We are back for another episode of Millionaire M.A.N Cave right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. Y'all could have chosen to be anywhere, but y'all chose to be right here with us, and we appreciate y'all for y'all's attention and y'all's time during this show. Because y'all know how it is. It's actually a really good time for the fellas to get together at least once a week, chop it up about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and enjoy, some company. Tonight it will be a special show. I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Y'all find out later. How tonight will be a special show. I'm not gonna talk too much tonight because I know we got a lot to do. So let's get into it. Let me introduce everybody who's with me tonight, as usual. In the building with us, my man Donnell. I'm starting with Donnell tonight. What's going on, Donnell from the DMV?
Hey, yeah. Man, I'm pumped. I'm ready for the night.
Donnell said you're ready. You're ready to go. Yeah, Donnell from the DMV in the building with us. Pumped, ready to go. What's going on, Mike? My man Mike, my brother from another mother.
Chilling. Like Donnell said, I'm ready to go.
Mike is literally chilling. As usual, this ninja is so tired.
His nickname going to be Chili Willie.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, but he representing the back home. He got his DMV shooter jacket on.
Oh yeah.
I
hope they don't blow away.
Hey,
the wind is something.
Like a lot of other spots got a lot of snow. We ain't got no snow down here, so hey, at least he got that working for him.
I don't believe it's snow.
Exactly. And as always, the good brother from across the street, my man Black from the Alabama, is in the building. What's going on, B-Ham?
That's right, B-Ham. Alabama and Birmingham are two separate places. B-Ham, baby.
Hey, it's just like it's same with us. Baltimore and DC, or even PG for that matter, completely two different places. Everybody and their mama, every time you tell somebody you're from Maryland, the first question out their mouth is, "Oh, you from Baltimore?" No, ma'am. No, sir. I am not from Baltimore. Please don't make that. Don't make that.
No.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been living with one of y'all for the last 22 years.
Yeah. So exactly. So yeah, tell your wife that she's from Baltimore and watch her cuss you out right quick.
Now she do like the Ravens. That's her team. She like the Ravens.
Yeah, everybody got a flaw. Everybody got their flaws.
I know, and I don't get that. I don't get that.
Exactly.
Right, man.
How the hell she like the Baltimore?
All right, man. Y'all know y'all been recording, man. Y'all know y'all been recording.
Yeah, hey, I can't figure that one out. Before we go any further, because we got a lot to cover tonight, let's get into this intro right quick.
When they do that, cause we do that though. I see you talking, so we gon' take it though. And yeah, talking cheap, so don't do that though. My click 100 deep.
We very well.
Yeah.
We very well.
Yeah.
Especially right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. If y'all have not hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now to subscribe to Relationship Entertainment Television right here on the YouTube channel. We can use all the support that that we can get right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. Again, we got a lot of good shows on RATV, Millionaire M.A.N Cave every Tuesday night right here, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We got a brand new show called The Spotlight that comes on Tuesdays at 6:30. Another one called Business Talk Library that comes on at 6. We got Women's Chant. It's a bunch of good shows that come right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you have not hit the subscribe button already. And then hit the alert, the little bell as well. So that way, anytime any show comes on live, you get those alerts. So now that we
don't forget, hey, Ty, you can't forget your vignettes. Your sports and your news.
Yes.
We got everything.
We do. We do have a news channel called RATV News that, like Mike said, brings in sports, brings in news, and quite a few other good shows coming up. I promise you do not want to miss it because RATV News is off the chain. Oh, no, RATV Sports is off the chain. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if y'all see RATV Sports is off the chain, y'all.
Yes, it is.
My girl Chuck Davis my girl Chuck Davis killing it. She really know her sports. She that's what she majored in at Johnson C. Smith. So she be killing it. So make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button for that. Now that we got that out the way, we can kind of get into some our regular conversation. It's February, I don't know where the hell January went, but it's February already. Black History Month. We got to do anything special for Black History Month? The shortest month of the whole damn year.
I walk around naked. I walk around naked around my neighborhood to show my black ass.
You know what, Mike? Mike is feeling himself.
Mike. That's how you really teach it, Mike. You teach it.
Hey,
that's how you teach it.
He could be known to be the first black man to walk around his neighborhood butt naked.
Exactly.
And that was the Black History story.
This is your moment in Black history.
Right.
You won't be walking butt naked the next 3 days because it's cold as hell out there.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it right now. Can't do it right now. It's too cold.
To literally freeze his balls off, walking around his neighborhood with his ass out, scaring the white people.
Right.
This is
we got a good mix. We got a good mixed neighborhood though, so it's not majority anything. It's a real solid mix, so that's cool.
Yeah, I actually know some people living around there.
Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood, Mike. That's a nice neighborhood. Our neighborhood,
appreciate
somewhere like that. Yeah, man, we got to get nice little. We got to do a lot. Man, let me tell you one. Hey, a funniest thing, man. Our little cul-de-sac, man. We always have like these little parties and get-togethers. And this year we couldn't get together for our costume party, so we had a little event outside. So everybody was, spread out. So, everybody had their little, I guess costume Halloween outfit on. I didn't partake, and so I went in the house to get some. So I said, man, it's getting cold. It was in October, so I went and put my little black hoodie on. I had my black jacket on. I walked out the house. This is no lie. On cue. It's this little white kid. He was riding by my house. And when I walked out my hat, I had my little black hat and my jacket on. Little white kid looked at me and said, "Oh, what are you, a robber?"
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
It was, he said in front of everybody, man. All the neighbors, they were looking at me like, yo, man, we're sorry, man. We're sorry.
Oh, my God.
It was funny as hell. It was funny as hell, but I'm like, you little mother. What? But it was funny. I said, no, man, I'm me. I ain't no hell rob. I'm me. This is my regular clothes.
Oh.
But you know what, though? I mean, funny, not funny. That's the perception. You know what I'm saying? Number one, you black.
Yeah.
But, that whole Trayvon Martin incident as prime example.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But we gotta do what we gotta do, man. We gotta get out there. And, as far as me, Ty, when you said, what are we doing Black History? I mean, man, I'm just trying to keep my foot on the throat. That's what I'm trying to do, brother. I'm trying to keep my foot on the throat of being the best that I could be, and paying respects to the people who could not do some of the things that I'm afforded to do today. And I'm trying to do them to the fullest of my ability, so that if my ancestors could look back at me and, they'll be like, well, don't do that. They'll get you for that. I want to do all that. I'm doing all of that. I'm doing all of it. So, I mean, we just having fun, man. We just having fun and being the best that we can be. So,
honestly, I look at it this way. It's the shortest month of the whole year that they gave us. I got kids. My kids need to know it's Black History Month every month. So honestly, I asked that question for a reason, because I don't do nothing special for Black History Month. We go over some, some certain stuff. We may watch some certain stuff, whatever. But throughout the whole year, I'm preaching to my kids about Black history. My kids know about this, that, on the 3rd or whatever. They ain't got to wait to February just to learn about, who they are and their history and their culture. So that's just me.
I'm gonna make sure this year though. Just because I was told by some folks that American Skin is a good movie to watch with my kids. So I'm gonna make sure that I get that taken care of during this month.
Yeah, so I guess so for those we got a good group chat on the fellas got a group chat. We don't always talk, face to face, with COVID and everything, we can't get together. We got a group chat, and so we had some conversations about American Skin and One Night in Miami and a couple other good movies, that's out there, whatever that and this a new one that's coming out with about I can't remember his name. It's about the Black Panthers. Huey Newton. That's another one coming out. I don't know if y'all seen that one.
Messiah.
Judas and Messiah.
The Black Messiah. Yep, Judah the Black Messiah.
Oh, so that's about Huey? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw the previews of it. Now I haven't seen the what it's called, American Skin. I haven't seen that, but I did see One Night in Miami.
Okay.
We watched American Skin the other day. Me and the wife watched American Skin the other day. And that's the it was a good movie. It was a real good movie. It was that's all I can say. It was a real good movie. Donnell got me watching. Donnell, Mr. Reasonable was like, yo, check this out. And so me and the missus, we sat there and we watched it, and yeah, it's a good movie. We're gonna talk about that another time though. That could be a whole show in itself.
No bull.
But what is also coming up this week is not Black History related. I guess not really. Your boy Tom Brady in the Tampa Bay Bucks is going against your boy Mahomes in the Super Bowl down in Tampa Bay this coming Sunday. Who y'all got?
Hold on. First Black quarterback to be in back-to-back Super Bowls.
Okay. They go your Black History fact. Your Black History fact right there. Yeah. Who y'all got?
Hey man, it's hard, man, to go, man. I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be a tough one, man. Man, my money is on. I don't know, man. I'm taking. I hate to say it, man. But just for the fact of what it is, I'm going with the Bucks. I'm going with the Bucks, man. Not anything against. Not take anything against Patrick Mahomes, because I think the Chiefs, they might take it, but the symbolic factor of a guy like Tom Brady just still out there with his foot on the throat of everybody in the NFL, and he ain't letting go at all. I mean, I love stuff like that, man. Just the fact that, man, 10 Super Bowls. Come on, man. Now, what's going to happen is Pat Mahomes is going to run through that like, the super freak. He going to run through that fast. As long as he keep on. Heck, he's in two already. Could have been 3 if the dude had jumped outside when they was playing the Patriots when Tom Brady went 2 years ago.
Yep.
So
yeah,
I think he's gonna just smash it, man. So I just think, and I'm looking at more for Pat Mahomes. Now I hope Pat wins, but Bucks.
So me, I'm going for the Bucks. I mean, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. Because we were talking about the Bucks and he just said Bucks. Yeah, I'm going for the Chiefs. But I really think that the Bucks will take it because you just can't bet against Tom Brady, man. What he's done this season and how he's turned that team around and brought them to his style. And by the end of the season, they running his way. So I can't bet against him, but I'm going with the Chiefs.
In my opinion, it was a team anyway. I could be wrong, but I thought all they was missing was a quarterback. They had receivers, they had a running back.
Uh-oh. Did Top freeze up? Or is that me?
No, I think he's frozen.
Uh-oh.
So I'll put my 2 cents in.
Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't me.
I think Cheyenne black. It must be their neighborhood. But anyway,
Okay, yeah. So
I
what
was
do you
gonna say-
say?
So my gut says don't bet against Brady. However, both of them are good offenses. So I think it come down to who has the better defense. And I really feel like the Chiefs have a better defense. Not to mention Andy Reid he's just a offensive genius. So I think Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes is going to be too much for Brady and the Bucks. And I feel like in the playoffs, like the Bucks had their chance, their chances to lose.
Right.
The teams just beat themselves. So I think it ends on Sunday.
On Sunday? Okay. Yeah, so it's like you said, and like I was saying, man. You just can't count Brady out. But look at the team, look at Tampa Bay in the beginning of the year, and look at Tampa Bay at the end of the year. I mean, Black and I were talking earlier about Gronkowski. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So Gronkowski came into the league or came into this year not even prepared. And now that dude is ready. So that throws a whole different dynamic on the game.
It does.
What Andy Reid can do.
It does, but you ever just what I'm saying? Like Kansas City just reminds me of like LSU national championship team. Their defense is off the chain.
Hey, my bad. I think our whole in the whole neighborhood. We talked about our neighborhoods a minute ago. Our whole neighborhood internet went out, so that's why you don't see me and Black on this joint. But hey, John, shut up, man. That's our neighborhood. I ain't using my hotspot. He talking about I'm using my cell phone as a
hotspot. Hey, you do what you gotta do, bro.
Hey, right, but I'm not. I think it's our whole neighborhood for whatever reason, because the whole joint just went out. I mean, it's like randomly. We see Black coming back now. Watch Black say the same thing. I guarantee you, Black say the same thing. Hey, Black, what happened to your internet, bro? Say what?
I ain't mad. My internet been up. It was just up. It's just it said the whole broadcast went out on my screen.
I don't know. Because Mike down there.
I don't know, man.
You know what it is?
I saw my internet connected, and so I don't know. You think it's something going on over here, Tom?
It's probably something in this neighborhood, man. Honestly, you know what I think it is? And this would be the perfect night for it to happen. We got a special guest coming on tonight.
I know. That's what it is. That's what it is, man.
We got a special guest coming on tonight. And now that we got the special guest coming on, they done brought me, for the first time ever, we allowing women in the man cave. So for those who are watching, y'all are in for a special treat because I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what's about to happen. But it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Let me go ahead and introduce one of the young ladies who will be joining us in now. She just arrived on the scene. What's going on, Miss Tanya?
What's going on? Look, it's happening because we're here. We just came to bring in that extra, that little oomph. That's what that is.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Of course.
That's the story.
Invading cave.
Okay.
That's what it is, man. We ain't used to it, man. Everything works on frequency, man. When you add that extra that extra frequency, man, them 2 X's up in there, man, something happened, man. We don't never had this problem since week, man. I'm telling you, man. I told you, man.
Don't listen to him, Ty. Don't listen to him.
I told you, man. I think
it's a jinx. I think it's a jinx.
It's the jinx. Let's go ahead and bring another one.
It's really about to be messed up now.
I'm glad I missed whatever was said. So
you missed it.
I did. I told you I had another call, so I missed whatever y'all said for the first 20 minutes.
Okay.
Let me fill you in right quick.
It wasn't.
We don't need that. No.
It was our fault. I'm just saying.
It is what it is. No, for real talk. We appreciate y'all for we appreciate y'all for coming into the man cave and sitting in with us today. And Miss Tanya in the building. 2 ladies representing. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, but it's about to get real again. Yeah, we already went over the rules and the regulations and all that good stuff. No hitting below the belt. Straight headshots all night, y'all.
Really? Really?
Okay.
Is that what you doing, Ty?
Really, Ty? Really?
For
Really?
real?
That's how you gonna
Y'all
start
get
playing
drugs
something
all
headshots?
night.
Okay. Well, hey, go for it, bro. Go for it.
I ain't fooling with y'all.
Go for it. Wow.
I'm not fooling with y'all. I'm not fooling with
Headshots
y'all.
all night. Wow.
Wow.
I'm not fooling with y'all. So we're gonna have this show like we normally had a show. So let me go ahead and get into so for people out there, if y'all want to submit your questions to Millionaire M.A.N Cave, we invited the ladies in this time to answer some of y'all's questions as well, because we don't usually have the female feedback when we go through these scenarios and questions and so forth. So if you got to commit questions, go ahead and submit your question into info@re-tv.net. info@re-tv.net. It can be video question or a text question, and we'll get it on the air during one of our shows. But tonight we got one that's really about to be off the chain, and I'm really curious to know what everybody's thoughts is on this one. Let me go ahead and give it to y'all. I had to edit it a little bit because it was quite a few quite a bit of cussings in it.
Okay.
Brothers, I feel like I'm doing this ish again. I have stopped drinking, stopped smoking Black and Miles. I stopped hanging with single people and ish, and I'm not getting what I need. I mean, I feel like I'm a maid and my shit is in my household. I do all the cleaning and all the laundry. I contemplated leaving for 2 days and turning off my phone. I'm not getting nothing but bullshit ass quarterly sex. I mean, she does everything right, but I guess no one taught her how to be intimate. The guys in her past really didn't value her. She is smart and successful, and she is my best friend, but I'm lacking intimacy from her. I was supposed to propose to her on the 23rd, but I'm holding off because I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I have scheduled some counseling sessions and shit. As a person that's trying to get married, what is your advice you give me? We've been together for 4 years. I love her dearly, but I don't know what to do. Please help me.
Quarterly sex?
Quarterly.
No. Bullshit ass quarterly sex.
Oh, I didn't even catch that part.
That's 4 times.
So that
Four
means
times.
the quarterly sex isn't even worth the wait.
That's four bad times a year. 4 bad times a year, man.
4 bad times a year. Wow.
4 bad times a year.
And he's
Hey,
doing X, Y, and Z.
Can I start off, man? Can I start this off?
We usually wait for Black for last, but go ahead, Black. Let's go.
Go for it.
Look, this dude is extremely lucky. He is lucky. He should be so thankful, and I hope he's so thankful after he hears the show. Because, bro, I thought he was already married. You ain't even married. Boy, you better run. Hey, look, you know how you said you started to leave and turn your phone off? No, you need to leave and disconnect your phone. Go get you a new track phone and never call her again. You need to unfriend her on Facebook. You need to unfriend her on bank accounts. You are being blessed. What? What you want more misery for? He begging for misery. Oh, I want it. I want it semi-annually. Bad. No, son, you need to get out. That's all I got to say. He need to get out while he can.
But you bring up a good point, though, Black, because in just my personal opinion, but usually it's really good before you get married. After you get married, when you start getting,
right. It goes down after marriage.
Yeah, it goes down. So to Black's point, why even take that step? Why?
Wow.
What's going on, Melanin people? Yes, this is live. Yeah, why even take that step?
Yeah, I wouldn't even be out there.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let's start with, I feel him. I truly, truly do. But my thing is, has he asked the questions, asked himself some questions, like, okay, what do I need to do to make her get that way? Because one thing about us, if we're well taken care of, mentally, all that stuff, in, married or not. I've been married before. Now I'm divorced, so I can speak for both. So there's something that's lacking somewhere, and I know y'all might not agree, but sometimes you got to take a look in the mirror, because I'm telling you, when we're good, y'all are good.
In the words of Prince Akeem from the great movie Coming to America, I need a man to arouse my intellect as well as my loins.
You got loins? hey, man, I didn't know this is this type show, man. Look, I got to go. I can't be on here, man. I can't be on here.
Listen,
I can't be on here with this type of stuff going on, man. I got to go, man.
No, you can't leave now. But I'm just wondering, like, first of all, it's been 4 years. It's been 4 years, and he's right. Maybe that wasn't taught to her. So I guess he needs to figure out, is he the person to be in her life to show her those ropes? Some women aren't intimate, that way. Some men aren't. It goes both ways, but I understand this when we talk about stimulation, because he needs to figure that out as far as the sex part. I'm telling you, some women, I just know I can speak for how I'm made. It's not about just the sex. Can you talk? Because when you're done having sex with somebody, can we have a conversation? How else can you stimulate me outside of just when we come into the bedroom? That's a lot to talk about. I almost wish I would have these people on here that's asking these questions, because I would want to dig deeper.
Right. Like Black be like, yo, we got some more questions. But they've been together for 4 years. All right, Nicole just said it. They've been together for 4 years. That's a long time. I mean, my question is, did the sex, you said bullshit ass sex 4 times a year. When did that start happening? Did that start happening year 2, year 3? What changed from making you want to? Because obviously you said she's a good woman. You said she's smart, she's intelligent, but you also said that apparently the dude that she was with previously just ain't been treating her and never treated her right. So I'm curious to know what changed that she all of a sudden is giving you this BS sex, and is making you question whether or not you even want to still propose.
So I was gonna say, Ty, he's changing, right? He's giving up smoking, drinking, so on, so on and so forth. But the whole thing is, it sounds like they're not communicating. They don't know how to communicate. Like, he needs to ask the question, and they need to have that dialogue. And he get to decide whether or not he wants to stay.
Definitely, because the things that he's given up are those things that she wanted him to give up. You know what I mean? That may just be his thing. Well, okay, I know she doesn't like it, but it may not necessarily be a deal breaker or a game changer for her. So, that may be nothing to her. He still may not be doing something that's stimulating her to get where she needs to get to.
So do y'all
like Black said, hold on. But like Black said, he's not married yet. He's still in that stage. So he's been going through however many years within this 4, he's been going through however many years with the lack of feeling like he's doing all this and that, X, Y, and Z. Why would you commit yourself to a lifetime when you already miserable?
Exactly. And then my question is, okay, so this is the part that like people kill me when they be like, especially dudes. And I ain't, none of the dudes on here do it, but dudes be like, yo, I was babysitting my kids. Or even women do it. Women go, I was babysitting my kids. Ninja, them your kids. How you babysitting your own kids? He's like, I play maid in my house. Ninja, it's your house. Shouldn't you think after your own stuff in your own house? That's the part that I'm a little confused about. Like, when, like, if you in your own house, you playing maid in your own house, yeah, you should clean up. Unless, like Donnell said, the communication was not there, and maybe somewhere along the line, the communication was, you know what? You clean the house and I take care of X, Y, and Z, and you give me sex on these dates or regular, whatever, and something switched up along the lines. I don't know, but he just threw me for a loop with a couple of things he said in that whole letter.
He also said she was perfect.
Oh.
And there's my shoulder shrug. That's what I'm saying.
He said she was what?
Perfect. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he pretty much perfect.
Except for the sex.
She's smart. She's successful, and his best friend.
Hey, look. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna clear something up, man. See, let's flip it a little bit. So, we had shows, and when women trying to figure out why a guy left them, and they say, I do everything. I do everything he wants. And in the many times we said, you're not doing what he wants. You're doing everything you think he wants, but you're not doing what he wants. So, and at the same flip mode of that, that's why he's still with her, because he said she's a good woman. Maybe her sex ain't all that, but he does know that she is a good woman that does other things for him. And sometimes he may be looking at her, yeah, she marriage material. Or that's and sometimes, ladies, the only reason he's staying there as long as he do is because you're a good person. You got those other personalities. But this don't sound like that right there. This sounds like, man, look, first of all, man code. If you still smoking Black and Miles, you should not be talking to that's just first of all, man. If you got a pack of Black and fellas, if you serious about getting married, if you got a pack of Black and Miles in your pocket, in your car, get your damn Black and Miles out, man. No woman want to see no damn Black and Miles. Them damn things cost, I don't know. When I was smoking, it was $1.29. I don't know what they is now. But look, man, that was in 1992. Let me tell you something, bro. Give them damn Black and Miles. Hey, get you some Monte Cristos, some Rocket Patels, some My Fathers. Get you a cigar that one costs at least $8. And then you might get some hotel. You might get some tail on a monthly basis. You smoking cheap cigars, bro. You
walking in the house smelling like blacks.
Yeah, he's serious. He was hot about that. He said, I even gave up Black and Miles. She's doing you a favor, bro. He let me know. First of all, he don't have no job. He don't have no job.
Step your game up, dude.
Hey, I really don't think he do, Black. I don't think he got a job. The way he talking.
No, he ain't got no job. He cleaning at the house too. Ain't no man that worked a real good job let somebody make him clean up. I mean, girl, you gotta sit your ass down somewhere. I just worked 12 hours. I ain't gonna wash no damn dishes. Use them paper plates and the paper cups we got. I'm where I work 12. He ain't got no time. He got all day. He got all day. He ain't doing that. He spoke Black and Miles all day. Everybody knows spoke Black and Miles ain't got no job.
What?
Toya and Tanya, welcome to Man Cave.
Thank you. She a good woman because she's supporting them.
Obviously, but he also said that it's true. Okay, so answer me this. So is lack of sex or BS sex a deal breaker then? I mean,
absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
So he got about a point then. He got about a point. He like, yo.
No. But let me tell you something. Here's my thing. And again, this is why y'all need to have women on here a little bit more.
Nope, it's called Millionaire Man Cave.
Man Cave.
I mean,
thank you for that information, but no, thank you.
Hey,
whatever. Because let me tell you something.
She got a 401k.
we can help you all here, okay? Because I want to dig deeper. Like, how old are these people? You know what I mean? Maybe she's going through something. You know, our bodies change. We have all of those type of issues. Like, this is stuff we have to talk about. But again, it's like, what has brought her to this point? And I feel like when you are in a partnership and you all are sleeping together, it should be a discovery. And if you're not doing something right, I believe in teaching. This is what I like. This is what people, men and women need to communicate that. This is what helps me. Like, my anatomy is not like the previous women you've been with. I'm built a little different. So this is what helps me. So you need to communicate that. And it's layers to it. I know for me, again, it's not just sex, man. Like, you got to connect, and maybe they aren't connecting.
Oh yeah, I agree. You got to teach each other. But you saying, see, here's the thing. Women can teach men, because whatever you say, you tell us that don't make y'all say, oh, and just pee on yourself and slob all on yourself and walk around moist all day. We go do it. You let a dude tell a woman, hey, look here, that's too dry. You need the moist. You use a little bit more. You too you ain't doing it right. Let me tell you, yeah, he ain't getting no more. He done. He can't teach her. He can't teach her. She think her thing is golden.
I disagree.
Okay.
And let me tell you why. Because there's a man, if that, again, it goes back to what I said earlier. If you're good, then like if you make sure we're good, we're good. So therefore, if we're in that space that we're good, we're going to want to please our man. So therefore, if you say, baby, I like this, or okay, then that's what's going to happen.
So it's a whole lot of women. It's a whole lot of women. I don't because
that's
yeah.
not happening.
Don't say a whole lot. Don't say a whole lot.
I didn't say all. I said
Okay.
a whole lot of women
out there
that you hear men that is a number one complaint by men that hey, as soon as I tell a woman I want something, she stopped doing it.
Maybe some men don't want to put in the work to make sure the women are good.
Okay,
this is why he's
talking about that. What do you mean by that, Mr. Reasonable?
Come on, Mr. Reasonable.
I mean,
unpack that.
If we both, and I'm just being, playing a little bit of devil's advocate. If both of us are working individuals, life, and if the other one is down, relationships can be draining. And if the woman isn't good, and it's do you feel like putting in that work to make sure she's good?
So okay,
but you still want what you want.
Answer me this then, Donnell. Why is it not the opposite way? Why is it that you tell us as a man something that you want to do that you like, and we immediately on it because we so busy trying to make sure that you are good? It don't work the same way around. I can't tell her something, and all of a sudden she's like, but as soon as you tell a man, yo, this is what I need you to do. This is what I need taken care of. And most men, not all men, will say, all right, well, let me go ahead and take care of that for you. And she still got a problem.
You know what? He say something to her. You tell your mama to do that to you.
Wait a minute.
Hey, look, your nasty ass. Tell your mama. No, get away from back. No, I'm telling you right now. Look, ain't no man ever said when a woman said, "Hey, look, do this to me." He ain't never said, "Well, tell your daddy to do it to you." He gonna be like, "Well, all right, yeah, I'm coming. Here it is. I'm about to do it."
My point exactly.
That's
it's
true.
Going down. It's 100. Going down because when we know that we are pleasing a woman, man, we grow that extra superhero suit on. We like turn to something, man. We know we in there.
Our chest get big.
Chest get big. Silver hair, your silver back grow out your back. Your back get just white lines like a gremlin. Go out your back like you got just water. Turn into a gremlin on man. But it's different with women. You can't do that with women. You can't tell a woman she ain't doing it right. You can't tell a woman she ain't meeting your needs right. That's something that's
so that's my question to the women that are joining us tonight, to Toya and Tanya. You do say communication, of course, that's the key. But how do you approach that? If she's prude, if she's like, would you do that to your mama? If she's that type of woman, how do you approach that?
Talk. I mean, seriously, she may be prude, but I'm sorry, but you can saying, baby, listen, I really like such and such. If she's that prude and she can't take you coming at her like that, I mean, that's effective. It's calm. It's you're not coming at her out of pocket.
Hey, Mike, everything is pitch, tone, and delivery.
Here, there you go.
The tone. That tone is so important.
What do you like, dear? What is it that you like for me to do for you? Listen, go in ready to listen, and then say, okay, now that you told me what you like, here's what I like. Because I think that what we have to get to a place where we talk to each other before you're at the point of you being fed up. We gotta nip things in the bud early on in a relationship. And truth be told, that's a strong component of keeping us together. Intimacy is very important between you and your mate. It really is. And so for me, it's just like you have to talk. And those are things that I don't know, maybe Millionaire Man Cave can come up with millionaire questions or something that y'all might be able to create a booklet or something for young men and young women before they get involved in relationships, because apparently people aren't asking the right questions. This is important in a relationship, because then this leads to something else. People cheating, because now all of a sudden it's just like, you wouldn't talk to me, but this person over here is willing to talk not only with their mouth, but with other parts of their body.
Yeah.
And I just want to circle back on this too. One of the things, Black, you were saying earlier, once a woman tells a man what she likes, and then you guys are gung ho to do it, right? So then your chest gets puffed out. But my thing is, a lot of times ego overpowers pleasing your mate, because y'all get so into it. Yeah, okay, this is what she want me to do. Bam. And then y'all getting hyped up and head getting full. And it takes over everything else because it becomes an ego thing. And it's just like, is this for you or is this for me?
Right.
Okay.
And it can be for both.
Because that's how you guys are. Okay, so since this is Millionaire Man Cave and we get to just talk about this stuff, I am created very uniquely. So I'm not just gonna come like that. I'm just not. I'm not built that way. I'm not. And so I had this one dude that was pretty salty, that when we were getting ready to go through a period where we broke up, his whole thing was not, I'm gonna miss you. He was like, I didn't make you come. That's what was important to him.
Wow.
Hey,
that's what he told you.
That's exactly what he told me. Like,
wow.
I didn't come. And I was just like, you're not gonna miss me, but you were upset, disturbed that you couldn't make. And it goes back to what Tanya said. It was about that, not let me connect with Toya, because a lot of it is emotional. It really, really is. But there is something else going on with that brother. She may not be attracted to him anymore. I mean, that plays a role in it as well. Because let me tell you something, when we're into you, there's nothing that we wouldn't do. A woman wouldn't do for a man that she's into.
Yep.
Nothing. I'm talking about a grown woman, not a little girl, not a grown girl. A grown woman, there's nothing she wouldn't do.
Now, we didn't say about her either. We talked about him with the black and mild, but she may be into it herself. I don't know that. Can he come to her like a grown ass man and and say, this is what I need, this is what I want, without her coming back with, well, damn, you saying I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, forget you then.
All right, Miss Karen. Miss Karen want to know, is he packing? Miss Karen want to know, maybe that's his issue. Is he packing?
I'm saying.
I love Karen. Oh my gosh.
Hey, look, yeah, we do gotta talk about this woman. What you doing dating a dude that smokes Black and Miles? I mean, really? I mean, you ain't know that. You ain't see that.
Black won't let it go.
I'm not letting it go either.
That's like that's a prelude to crack rock. That's you. This dude that did some stuff in his life that, he probably got some stuff on his record too that you need. The Black and Miles is a giveaway now, which further lets me know that he was blowing that back out. Because if he was smoking Black and Miles, and she probably can't do a butt quarter. He probably so rough, like Tanya was saying, like his ego, he really is a silverback. She might. I can't take all that. You get this once a quarter. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of holes that ain't being filled in this conversation. It's a little crazy because I don't know. This woman, she seems to be a very good woman. He says a good woman, and this guy, first of all, he's cleaning. What else? Top? What was he doing? What was the change? All I remember was he stopped smoking Black and Miles.
So he stopped drinking. He stopped smoking Black and Miles. He stopped hanging with single people, and he's not getting what he's need. But he's also playing a maid around his own daggone house, cooking. He doing laundry. He cleaning and everything.
Something ain't right. See, he lived with her. He lived with her.
I'm
He
sorry.
lived with her, man. How you in his own house? So obviously somebody moved in with somebody. I don't think they bought a house together. That don't sound like they went in and said, or an apartment and say, hey, let's go half on this rent.
He said in my household, so I'm assuming this is his house.
He must be Jody, baby boy. Our house, it's our house.
Jody.
I put them rims on that car.
He can't be Jody because he ain't got her making tacos.
So I don't know, man. I don't know about this cat, man. He is I don't know. He just don't seem like he ready to marry nobody or be with nobody. To me, he need to go and do what he good at. He need to get back out in them streets, and he need to go and be that man free. He just gonna need to get back out there because he's saying everything that she made him do. When you ready to be with a woman, she don't make you do that. You do it because you want to please her, and if it's important on her agenda. So as long as he doing what she make him do, that's the relationship for him and I. He gonna be miserable. He needs to get on back out there in them streets, man. He need to get back out there.
Run while you can, brother. Run while you can.
Run while you can, man. You ain't ready. The world has a way of saying you ain't ready, man. You ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't ready.
Maybe she's a unique individual too, and he has to figure her out.
That's true.
What about that?
That's a possibility.
There you go. She tired of sitting here trying to get him to figure it out. He just ain't, so she ready to move on.
Yeah, some ain't right. How you as a woman, how you move in with a dude that you don't, I don't know. No, he don't say she don't drink. He don't say that she don't smoke. He says that she told him to stop smoking and stop drinking. And we don't know, but how you move in with somebody that smoke, drink, and do all stuff you don't like, I don't know. How you move in with him? I don't know. That baffles me. The causal pieces don't match up. The way they're supposed to in this situation.
Dig deeper.
He needs some self-reflections because if he's been dealing with it for 4 years and he's still to the point where he's just getting to the point where he's just like, I don't know what to do after 4 years, bro. You need to figure who you are. Figure yourself out who you are, bro.
Yeah.
Know what you like, know your dislikes, know what you could deal with. What are your deal breakers? Period.
It's like I always say. You got to know yourself first.
That's it.
You are two people trying to come together to make one unit. You have to know yourself first.
You do. And that's part of the problem. People don't know themselves, so they can't know what they want. You need to know what you want. That's the point of dating. If you're dealing with someone and you're being honest and you hope that other person shows up to the relationship or the beginning of it at 100%. When you have that, it's like you give that person an opportunity to decide if they will be willing to be a part of your life. When you try to be what you think that other person wants you to be, it's only a matter of time before the truth come out. And then we find out you're really not into sex. Contrary to popular belief, there's some women that want sex more than men. And especially as we get older, it's like my drive is much higher in my 40s than it was in my 20s. That's the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying that, you have some people, again, at the beginning, it sounds nice and they leave it there. It's like, I want to have sex, but it's like, let me tell you something. That's only going to work for so long, because after a while, if that's all y'all got going on, if y'all can't sit and chill in silence and still be good, you're going to get bored. And then after a while, the sex is going to get boring because you've already shown y'all don't know how to communicate. Communicate. Be honest. Show who you really are. And it's cool. Let people move around and let them decide who they want to be with, because I think we don't have is time to waste. We don't. And you got a lifetime. Y'all need to know what, for real, some of these young men, let me tell you something, not even just these young men, but some of these older men still don't know what they want. You in your 40s and 50s and you still playing games? Know you, know what you want, and go for that. But yeah, it's a lot of, I'm telling you, Tanya said it right. There's nothing we wouldn't do. When I say nothing, there's nothing we wouldn't do for the right man.
So you look at assholes?
Hold on, where's my
Hey, you know what?
Hey, for the
I
record,
mean, she said everything.
for the record,
She said everything.
I do not want that. No. I am a boy, Damon.
It's just jokes.
Oh, I know.
No, it ain't, Mike. You ain't gotta lie. You like what you like.
Right.
You like what you like, bro.
Mike, I am so mad I did not say that. Oh
Yeah.
man, you make me sick. You
Mike,
are
no.
an asshole, man. I hate you, man. Oh,
Like, he be in there biting the sheets.
I am a boy, Damon.
oh, my. Oh man. Hey man, can we have a commercial break? We need a commercial break. I got hot up in here, man. I'm hot. Woo. Whoa, Lord have mercy.
Hey, well, I mean, she said everything. That was the first thing came out.
So
Hey,
you just wanted to test the
some
theory
people-
with that question.
Hey, it works for some people. Hey, you do what you do. Do whatever floats your boat. If that's what you like.
No, you gotta listen to what Mike is saying. Mike said, when she said everything, first thing came to my, that was the first thing came to my mind.
So Mike, how do you communicate that?
What if that is what your man is into? How does he, okay, and you doing everything to him, you know, you got it, but you ain't doing that. How does he tell you?
What's the response?
I ain't saying it because I don't know how to say it. Because I said in my house, I'm getting slapped. I'm getting some. Hey, yeah, I do it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm getting some bleach cold up mine or something, man. I don't know what it is, but
Hold on. Black brought up a really good point. So if it's something that the woman is unwilling to do, you know, when you approach that, how does that woman respond?
I think too. Well, here's the thing, because there are so many layers to it, and right now all we can do is go off what we've heard and what Ty has read. Because for me, I naturally dig deeper because there has to be more to it, and I can speak from personal experience that there was so I was married before. I'm now divorced. There were some things that I wasn't comfortable doing initially in my previous relationship, or if I was touched a certain way, because I had been sexually abused. Those were triggers for me. But guess what I had to do, as young as I was, communicate that to my spouse. I had to let him know this happened to me. So when I'm touched a certain way, or when this act, I don't feel comfortable doing this right now because this happened to me. What helped is that he was receptive and he was patient. Now, what I did not do, y'all, was use that as an excuse, because after a while, as I went through my healing process, I was able to do those things. But there could be some other layers there. I'm telling you. Yeah. And so I had to release that to him and let him know it's not that I don't want to do this for you. I just feel a certain way when I do it because of what happened to me. And that's a whole nother conversation when you talk about sexual trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I was gonna ask a question, but I was like, not on subject. I mean, not on topic.
And then too, we said, okay, you have to know who you are. You have to be comfortable with who you are too. There's a lot of people, okay, you're at that place where you know where you are, but some women, they still aren't comfortable. So, it may take them getting to a certain point where they're just fully comfortable with themselves, their bodies or whatever, and then they're just ready to let loose. Because, as we go through changes, have kids, all of that, sometimes we have stages where we're just like, we don't feel like we look good. Or
yeah.
I'll say that. So, and not that we have to be reassured from our partner, but compliment here or there helps. And like, hey, you gonna get this fat roll today, or you gonna get this whatever. But it's a level of comfortability that has to be there, or else, it's gonna be some things that's going to be shut down because she's not comfortable with herself or her body.
Right. And Nicole said it best. There has to be trust in order for women, most women, to go the extra mile. And she said that the right way. Most women. You have some women that's going to go the extra mile.
Regardless.
Because there's something else that they getting out the deal.
Regardless, they ready to go the extra mile. So okay, so let's get into all right. So now that we got that out the way, let's get into some normal questions that we didn't. Now we got some women on the show, and y'all seem to be receptive to answering some of these questions. I don't know if Mike's question was a question or not, but y'all receptive to open some of these questions. We got some questions for y'all, lady. And I see John already started one. How long does a man have to wait for a woman to feel comfortable?
Feel comfortable.
How?
What?
Yourself.
Here's the thing. What level of, I guess, comfortable with what? Herself? Because there's no timestamp on that. If we're just talking about
cool.
If
I've been asking for 5 years, what is it? Year 6, we hit it. You know what it? I guess that's what John's saying. I'm just gonna elaborate on John. John can say what he want to say, but I'm just gonna elaborate.
Yeah, it's an individual thing.
Megan answered it. She said it right, solely based off the woman.
Mm-hmm.
It is, because here's the thing. What I try my best not to do is generalize. I try not to.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to have an experience with one man and then it's like from now on I'm deeming all men this way, because that's just not the truth. And this is why we have to have these conversations between men and women, because you'll realize like, there is, let me say this, because I don't want to go too off topic, but when you talk about comfortability, Ty and I immediately thinking like within our physical being, because it's beyond just being naked physically. I'm being naked with my emotions. So if I could be naked with my emotions with you, again, that goes back to Mike, it's whatever. It's whatever. And I do mean that. But again, that trust has to be there as well. Like it can't just be y'all trying to conquer us, because we're going to feel that too. A woman is.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the difference between a woman and a grown girl.
I got you. Now I'm going back to my man John B. How long does a man have to wait? And everybody pays in and said that, everybody's different. Look, okay, check this out. All right, John, help me out. I'm with you. I think what John's trying to say is, okay, while you're trying to figure yourself out, I still got needs. And I'm still in here. You better have something else in your repertoire, i.e. a very good woman. She's a good woman. Before I go out here and go and get my booty licked by somebody, then come on back here. That's what John is saying. So how long does the man supposed to wait for you to get yourself together? Because I'm giving you everything I got. I'm here. I'm giving you everything. And so, whatever. I ain't gonna say everything, but I'm here. And so yeah, how long is he supposed to? Because if he's expressed he wants something, and you have expressed you're not willing, let's say it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. And granddad say, all right, damn that. I'm taking this Social Security check and I'm going down here to the club. I'm going to get this vaccine and I'm going to get me some V's. I'm going to get this vaccine, Viagra, and Vivica.
I have a question.
And I'll be back.
Is there a right time? Is it a preferred time to communicate things to your significant other? More so man to women.
Not to me, it's not. I mean, my thing is, if there's a conversation that needs to be had, let's have it. It doesn't have to necessarily be scheduled. If we're in the same space or, in a moment, be it on the phone, let's talk about it.
I agree, John. I was just going off what Mike said. I just, public announcement. All right, first of all, I broke one of my own rules. I am not, hey, look, I was just going off what Mike said. That's what Mike said. I agree. Leave the boot out of it. Hang with all the boots. No, leave my boot alone. My boot is off limits. I don't want no woman looking on my boot. No. My mama might be watching. Mama, I don't do that. No.
That sounds like an R. Kelly song from prison.
I don't do that, Mom. I don't want no. All right, carry on. Please, I just want to get that out there.
So, and the reason why I asked that question is because, like, you know, in any relationship, like I feel like there's a best time to communicate, and I feel like it's more so when my significant other is most vulnerable, right? Like I feel like, you know, my words can be heard and not left on deaf ears. But like, you know, an instance where she might be PMSing, or if I might say something and I'm feeling that, you know, I'm going to get like a snapback. It's either going to be an argument or, you know, it's just not a good time.
I think,
So,
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. What I think it is too is this again goes back to you need to know who you're dealing with. Because I feel as if you've been spending time with someone and you've been paying attention to them, there is just a time where you're able to read your mate and understand that. And again, we're women. Some of us struggle through PMS, and it might not be a good time for you to have certain conversations with me if I'm already a bit emotional. So I think again, it goes back to what we said in the beginning. Communicate that. Like, are you okay with talking right now? There's just some things in my mind, because there is give and take. I don't think we should have to put it on the calendar when we're going to talk to our mate. Some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to talk about this now, because otherwise it festers, and then it just be those little things that add up. And then you get to a point again where it's just like, you don't even know how you got to this point because you didn't deal with that little stuff.
So I'm a victim of like, I hate forced conversations, and more so when I feel like it's not a good time. But the conversation for sure has to be had. But don't force me to have a conversation if my perception is your pitch, tone, and delivery says we're about to have an argument.
Okay.
Right.
So do you then come back and say, you know what, I need time? Again, that communication you were talking about, Donnell, and say, you know what, I can't have this conversation right now, but let me get back to you when I'm a little bit more calm, or when you.
But it's not me.
Right. Yeah.
But doesn't that start another? You know, if you say to that woman, you know, hey, now's not a good time, doesn't that answer?
With some women it may. But then it goes back to that communication. If I'm not in a space where I can receive, baby, can we hold that for a minute and talk about it later? I mean, it goes back to that communication piece and respect. Let's bring that into the conversation, because for real, like, if you're feeling a certain way, you don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to my mate at that time, because he's not going to receive, and it's not going to be into the conversation. So it's communication and respect.
And your name is Mr. Reasonable. So we will hope that people are being reasonable with their mate. Because here's the thing, and don't use that as a weapon against them. I'm a holdout. I'm not going to talk to you. That's petty. That's childish. We're talking about some mature adults. If you want this relationship to work, you have to that's using wisdom. Because there are sometimes I may want to say something, but I need to not say it right now, because when we're talking about pitch, tone, and delivery, it's going to be taken the wrong way. So it's better for me to chill out, gather my thoughts. But I will say this, don't allow too much time to lapse before you have the conversation. We shouldn't let a week go by. Babe, I'm not good right now. It may be later. Or this is part of like develop like some rules, some standards within your relationship. We're not allowing stuff to linger on past X amount of time, because that's not healthy. It's not. And this goes beyond sex, but it's a component, but this goes beyond sex, because if I could communicate with you, if I could talk to you, if I feel as if I can bare my soul with you, that to me makes the sex even better, because we're connecting on a different level. And it's like, I want to enjoy this. I want to please you. If the aim is to constantly please your mate, nobody's going to be left without. They're not that. And I finally got that at 41.
That's the whole intimacy thing. sex. Intimacy is being, one with another. It's being, I don't know, yourself complete in that's intimate to me.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, to Toya's point, that's the whole conversation needs to be had prior to marriage. You need to have all of those conversations of how do we deal with arguments? When you hot and you heated, should I approach you? Or when's the best time for me to approach you when I got something to talk to you about? Because I'll tell you now, one of the questions us men we have with women in general, Mike, you asked how we gonna bring this up. So one of our questions that we had as men that we wanted to ask y'all is how do we talk to y'all women when y'all wrong? Like we come to y'all and be like, you know what, babe, you wrong. There's no way to possibly tell a woman that she is wrong. How do we tell a woman when she's wrong?
You don't.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what works for me. And this is what my mate does. He's a wise man, wise and very loving. But I know boundaries, and we're not so. And then because that perspective is however, he gets me because he'll ask questions. So when he asks those questions, it makes me start to think about maybe some of the actions and some of the thoughts that I'm having. And in turn, it's like I had a moment where I'm like, dang, kind of check me a little bit.
Give us some of them questions. What questions does he ask you? We need to know.
He was like, okay, well, pretty, do you think, you could have did this such and such, or could have talked to, or said this? It can be so many different things, but they're thought-provoking questions that make me kind of look at the big picture, kind of step back a little bit. But again, that's our communication, and one of the ways that we make sure that I'm good. So that may be a way to get the woman to open up and just kind of step back and see, because she's going to have to answer her own questions. Now, if she wants to just be stubborn and answer them untruthfully, then we have a bigger problem at hand.
Okay.
Try it.
I see that. Okay.
Try it.
As we all take a drink.
Hey, you know what? You know what this feel like? Man, I played football. And I was on offense too, man. And the coach, he put these plays in the book. And every last one of them plays went for a touchdown. And what I'm hearing is all touchdowns. But what the coach did not say, that there is somebody on the other side waiting to knock your damn head off. And it don't always go like that. So I would love to say that communication is the key, but I have never been able to communicate something in a negative manner in the right tone or pitch. And for that matter, no one ever has, because guess what? Everybody at your job don't do it right. Everybody, your cousins don't do it right. I can't believe she came up and did that. I'm like, well, you know what? She was right. But I have never seen a woman just say, I was wrong.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen
uniform. Why the face?
We will admit, but here's my make sure you have your facts. Make sure you have your facts straight. Let's start there. Have your facts straight. And again, it's going to be the approach. And I have been told when I was wrong. And I know me. It's like
after you slapped him, what did you do, Toy? After you slapped him, and you gave him a wedgie. You probably gave him a wedgie, slapped him, and crumbled up some crackers over his head, and talked about all his folks in his family, and then said, "Okay, now I'm ready to talk."
No.
What happened, Toy?
Let me tell you this. It takes a lot for me. I'm just
joking, Toy. I'm joking, Toy.
No. I know, but I realized it had taken a lot for me. I had built up a defense. Okay, now y'all want to talk to us? Y'all have to be able to go through some layers with some women. So I'm a woman that was
talking about. Go ahead,
hold on. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, Black. I was a woman that did not have my dad in my life at all. So I grew up with this defense towards men. I did. I lived in the house with my mom. So I didn't, and at times I lived with my grandfather, but mostly I'm with my mom. So I didn't have like this male figure in the house with me. So I'm listening to women. So for a man to tell me something, it's like naturally I would kind of have like this defense, like, you can't tell me what to do. Right. And it's because it was like a chip on my shoulder, like, so you have that defense fighting through all of that. Now I'm telling you, I am not as defensive as I was, because I can still throw my defenses at time ready. Okay. But let me tell you this. I had a conversation with a male friend, and he told me, Toya, put your guard down. Again, this is why women can't just be talking to women and men just can't be talking to men. You need that other perspective. And so I'll tell you this, the gentleman that I'm in a relationship with now, I did something and I was purposely avoiding him, not trying to hurt him, but I was just avoiding him because I had shared something with him and I thought he was going to reject me. So I shut down and he called me out on it. He called me on the phone. I was driving and he was like, don't you ever shut down on me like that again. And I was like,
I didn't do
but
that.
I knew he was right. And so I took a deep breath. I was like, I said, did you just check me? He was like, yes, I'm checking you. And here's the thing. When you get to a place of maturity, when you decide this is what I want, you're going to be willing. I'm not saying the brother had to pull it that 5 or 6 years ago. He would have heard something completely different, Black, and he might have gotten a wet cheek. But this time, he didn't get that. I had to suck it up. And again, it was still his approach. I knew he was checking me, but it was the way in which he checked me. And I couldn't help but receive that because that was it. I knew he was telling the truth.
Okay.
I'm glad you did that. And that's why I said that to you. But I think for us as men, and we're asking, how do we tell anybody? But you got to be strong enough to unfold all of the layers of what it needs to take to go through. And when your woman knows that you are willing to go through that, I mean, I've been in this thing 22 years. And so I have learned how to go through the layers of my woman. Like times where I would get upset and crazy about certain things that wasn't going right. Now it's like, it's almost like it's just another, it's no problem. It's not a problem to me. You know, let's keep on digging. Let's keep digging. And so, brothers, that's what I'm saying. I would say, you said that great, Toy, is that we got to learn how to, first of all, when we tell a woman that she is not whatever, we got to dig through issues first, other issues that person had. Hell, we got to dig through issues that we've had. Because some of us, we get upset because who you think you talk to, I never had the respect that I want to have. So now I feel that you're supposed to always give me that respect. That's why I got a woman. But you got to shed that. You got to shed that layer. You got to be in a relationship with the woman, not she ain't got to be one to you. So you got to be able to fold back those layers and consistently show that person, I am steady. I mean what I say. I am doing this for us, and I am going to keep peeling back. And what you see 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when you would like hold out on me, I would get upset and start talking about, oh, you hold it up, blah, 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 and let you know that. Now, I just go make more money. Now you trying to figure out what I'm doing. Now all of a sudden you like, wait a minute. I said, because your thing won't control me no more. I'm above that level. Our relationship is deeper now. It's just past the sticking and licking. We got to get to something else. So now we learn to grow as a couple so that we can be together in the long haul. And that's the only way you're going to do that. It's just like that play I said. It's somebody else over there ready to bust your head. But you got to bring all the skills that you got to maneuver around there. Yeah, the play may go on the right side. I may have to cut across the field. And that's what we got to do in this relationship. So exactly what you were saying, Toya. But I agree. So that is my contribution to the brothers tonight. Brothers, learn how to withstand that smoke. Man. You gotta learn how to withstand that smoke. When I was a principal in the school, I would, parents would come in, and I had this one lady, I never forget, man, she cussed at me. Man, she called me so many mother. Dog, it was a record, man. I was impressed. I'm in the hood, man. I was like, man, she dropping them double entendre cuss words on you, dog. And I'm like, you know what? She was cussing me out so bad that I knew the rest of the staff was on the other side of the door listening. You know how like she is cussing so loud that I know kids is like, shh, you hear that? Be quiet. You know how somebody else, be quiet, listen to this. She going off on him. I knew it. And I just said that. When I was first, I was like, when I first got started, you can't talk to me like that. You know who I am? But I just sat back. Cool's a fan. If I had some liquor left over in my closet, in my office, I would have pulled a little drink while she was cussing. Like that.
Hey, Black, you ain't giving no ice cream?
Hey, now that's another story. That was for the teachers. But look, and she cussed at me so much that she got exhausted. That she was like, and then she said, "You ain't got nothing to say?" And I say, "Ma'am, I only thing I want to say is that I value what you got to say. I understand you're frustrated, and I feel your frustration. I want to let you know that I still want to solve this issue that we have." And you know what? At that point, she sat back. I'm sorry. I didn't really mean it. It's just so much frustration that I had.
Right.
It's so much that
heard.
Yeah.
She wanted to be heard, and men and women want to be heard. If I'm telling you what makes me tick, if I'm telling you what makes me want to do whatever, hear me out. And you can't just expect the other person to hear you out. You got to be willing to listen to them as well. And again, that's why I go back to it. That got to go both ways.
Yep. Absolutely.
But Black, that was a good example too, because that example you just gave, you were in a position of leadership of that school. Here's this parent. That leadership needs to be that has to transform to your homes. And a lot of times there are a lot of homes, and I'll just say homes, for relationships where the man is not leading. He is not willing to lead, and that is the natural order. And so when you don't have that leadership, or you don't want to be a true leader, you don't take the steps necessary in order to lead well and effectively in order to get things done, be it any issues that you're having with your mate, be them sexual, whatever. So, that leadership piece has to be there.
Tanya, let me play devil's advocate for a quick second, Tanya.
Okay.
A lot of dudes gonna be like, she won't let me lead. I tried. I thought I wore the pants in my house, but she won't let me because she always got something to say. She always this, she always that. A lot of dudes say that. She independent. She independent. She ain't nobody tell her nothing.
Right.
But here's the thing. I hear you. I hear you, Ty, and that happens, unfortunately. But again, it's going to go back to, like Black just said, being willing and patient with those layers. Because the real question is not for you to just say, you won't let me lead. The question is, why won't you allow me to lead? Let's go back there.
But don't personality play a role in that though?
Personality and experiences though. Personality and experience.
But honestly, Toya, he has no control over your experiences. Like you said, you grew up without a father in your household, so he's as a man and as a husband.
But you still are who you are. Like some people can be in a relationship. Like you could be an introvert in a relationship with an extrovert, and naturally extroverts may just be natural leaders and can, intimidate an introvert, but they can still work in a relationship.
Or like I said, I mean, you said like yourself, you didn't grow up with a father in your house, so you had a level of independence that you learned from the women in your family, from your mom, your grandmom, so on and so forth. And a lot of those women carry that into relationships, and they feel like, well, I don't need a man to tell me or to lead me to do anything. And then they put up that wall of defense, and now it's like when a man comes in with the right respect, with the right whatever, and tries to lead, like Tanya was mentioning, it's like he gets rejected or he gets pushback because I can do bad by myself. I don't need you to lead me. I'm good. I just need I need from what I need from you, and that's it.
Let me say this: we haven't, some of us, and I can speak about my experiences because I haven't always been where I am today. But I realize now from my first marriage, I got married at 22. There are just certain things I wouldn't dare say to a man now that I did before. You want to know why? Because in my mind, y'all didn't break. Our biggest weapon is our tongue. So I'm going to say whatever I need to say until I get a reaction out of you, not realizing that some of us have done a poor job of emasculating you all. We have. And again, I'm still going, here's the thing. And Ty, you know this. I am so willing to talk about where I've come from because I want to help a younger woman, an older woman, because you got women that's my age with my group and they still doing this kind of stuff. So let them know that's not the way. That's not how you're going to reach them. Because the truth of the matter is, I'm going to tell you this, whether these women want to admit this or not, we want to be led. I don't care what they say. We want to be led. Okay. But here's the thing. If I'm going to trust you to lead me, you better lead correctly. But at the same token, there may be some things that he wasn't shown. That's why we got to communicate. So it's like, babe, if you lacking in this area, I'm going to be willing. We're going to help each other through this. Well, I'm not a mind reader. I'm pretty intuitive. I could pick up on a number of things, but I'm not going to pick up on everything. Tell me what's going on. But we want to be led, y'all.
Let me ask you this. As a strong Black woman, or as strong Black women, there's a lot of them. And I will
is it me or did Mike kind of?
No, he's freezing.
Yeah. Okay. He outside in the cold. He freezing all right.
Yeah, he froze. I think the ice can froze his lips. You need to go inside, brother.
Am I coming through now?
Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Okay. So basically, I want to know when you come at a Black woman, a strong Black woman, you have to come a certain way. Not to say come correct, but do you have to come a certain way to be understood? Or do you come and say,
Want to start pop locking?
okay. All right, I quit.
Hey,
y'all go ahead.
Put it in the chat, Mike. Put it in the chat.
Y'all go ahead.
Hey, your internet, we had you stuttering. You like,
I need me a cowboy.
everybody was like, I've been there, Mike. I've been there, man. I know what you mean. Man. I know what you mean. I feel you, Mike. I feel you. Yeah, man.
So I think he was asking though, is there a certain way that we should come to y'all?
Yes, there is. And I'm going to say this. I still believe it's loving kindness. Mm-hmm. When she knows that you love her, you genuinely love her, like I'm looking out for you. Because the thing is, here's the thing. It's just like, either you're dealing with an adult or you're dealing with a child. Mm. And that's what's going to separate the two. And again, I'm always say this, y'all. You have some grown little children and you have some mature adults. When we say correctly, it's love her. We have to get to a place where we love people for who they are, not what they do. So if you come to me and I'm doing something wrong, it's going to be your approach. Now, don't get me wrong. You got some people that's overly sensitive. I don't care if you said it in pig Latin. I don't care if you said it in sign language. They're still going to take offense, but that lets you know where that person is. Again, it goes back to the very beginning of the conversation. This is the importance of courting. You need to see all of that. This is why you would hope that somebody would show up. And again, like some things we need to know up front, like this, I'm troubled in this area. So if a man comes to me, all I'm saying is, if you come to me out of like love, I'm going to know that is the correct way for you to approach me. I can only speak for Toy. I can't speak for everyone, but I believe that a good amount of women would say, if he comes with her out of love, babe, I'm noticing this.
But
Whatever.
Answer me this. How is that determined? Because if I feel like I'm coming to you in love and you don't feel like I'm coming to you in love, or I'm coming to you in respect and you don't feel like I'm coming to you in respect, then I can say all day, I meant it this way, and you like, but I took it this way.
Okay, so this is where counselors kick in. Because if we have gotten to the point where we can't hear each other, we need somebody else in here to referee this for real before it gets too out of hand. If I've come to you, and again, like I said, I get it. You have some people, trust me, I know, men and women, you could whisper it to them and have a smile painted on your face, and they're still going to be offended by what you say, because you just got some Negroes that don't want to be told anything. They don't want anybody telling them nothing. They got that Kanye. You can't tell them nothing. That we can. So when you're involved with somebody and you see these traits, it goes back to, and you see how their personality is, Mr. Reasonable. When you see that, that's when you need to realize, is this somebody that I should even try to move forward with?
Wow. Wow.
That was good. And Karen just said there are different kinds. There's different love. You know, people have different love languages.
That's true.
Things get to them differently. Different things get to them differently. And it's just, you know, that may be that touch, that touch on the hand before you talk, maybe the thing that just opened them up to receive. It can be so many things. But that's part of learning that person in their love language, and they learn in yours. So then that way your communication can be effective.
I'm about to say that's probably the one thing about myself is that, you know, if I come to you, like I'm independent, right? We all are. But, you know, if I come to you and, you know, I bring something to your attention, like I'm not necessarily looking for you to fix it, right? I just want you to listen. You know, I think sometimes people, you know, will try to be that I'm going to fix whatever your issue is and, you know, hope for the best. And that's not always the solution.
That's true.
So Mike, you know, obviously he's having technical issues, but he did post in the chat. So when you take offense, do you come back later and acknowledge the fair points?
I'm being honest. I do. It may take me a minute, but I do. And that's part of my personality. It's like, I got to suck it up because I'm a little salty that you called me out on something. But the reasonable side of me, the mature side of me, has to let this person know. I have to acknowledge where I went wrong and how you noticed that. That's somebody, to me, you love somebody, you're going to tell them when they're going wrong, man. You are. But
not everybody's open and receptive to that. I think that's the problem, Toya.
No.
You can say some people just not, even women. Y'all know, a lot of y'all like to say men are not mentally mature or whatever that case may be. But there are a lot of women in the same situation. When you come to her and try to, you know, call her to the carpet on something, in other ways, she's just not ready to acknowledge it.
But again, that goes back to what Toya said. That's when some professional help has to get involved.
Yes.
Because there's a disconnect, and that disconnect will continue to happen because there's some triggers, whatever it is from the past, and until that stuff is healed, it's gonna be a cycle. That's it, cycle. It's gonna be over and over again.
But think about it. A lot of us as Black people, we don't believe in getting professional help. Men ain't.
We can change that.
We can change that, and I'll be transparent. Prime example, it's something that I've wanted to do for years. My mate, it's something that he thought about for years, but he'll be 50 this year. So his thing was, man, I'm 50. I ain't did this, I ain't did that. But he went ahead and did it. He went. I started my counseling. So our thing is, okay, we want to be the best versions of ourselves for ourselves and for each other. Since we're talking about, being together in the future. So again, but that's the maturity level that each individual has to get to say, you know what, I know I got this junk that I need to clean up. So let me take whatever necessary steps to clean up. And that's it. That's the bottom line. Because if we aren't mentally healthy, it's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to go wrong. It's going to be a lot of things that we aren't receptive to. We just can't hear.
But it's sad that people don't get to that point until they lose him or her. When they feel like, oh, I ain't got nothing left now. Oh, woe is me. And it's like, finally, all right, I done went through him, or I went through her. And now I got to look at myself to go, okay, if I had the same issue with all three of them, maybe it's me. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people won't look at themselves and have that self-reflection, like Karen just said, to admitting, their weaknesses or admitting that they got issues. They get so big and bad. They, like I said, they put that daggone wall up, and they, I'm about me and I'm about my business and and they, all big and bad, like 24/7, 365.
And
Donnell, you stupid.
Well, if they want to keep repeating the cycle, then you know what? Okay, do it until they burn themselves out. Unfortunately, that's what it is. But I think too, a part of it is that people that are okay with it is we're tasked with making sure that other people aren't. Even if you start with your inner circle, or shoot, y'all got the Millionaire Cave platform, putting it out there. That, okay, it's okay to seek that professional help, whatever. We have to start spreading that in our community in order for people to be okay with it. Because, it's 2021 and we still here.
that's a shame. We have bigger fish.
Yeah.
We can't even get to the bigger fish because we won't get to ourselves. It starts here. It starts with LaToya. Before I can go out with anybody else, it starts here. And that is what we are missing. And again, we got to be able to have more of these type of conversations where I didn't know what to expect. It's not like Ty gave me questions beforehand. I was just like, I don't know what to expect, especially like I've watched y'all show. Okay. And Black has been on my show. You just never know what's going to fly out of his mouth. So I was like, what am I setting myself up for? But at the same token, I'm able to come on here and talk and not be attacked. Like I'm not talking to defensive men. And we can glean from one another. There are some things that I'm going to be able to take away from this conversation. Like I need y'all to have these type of conversations because as a woman, it's going to help me with my mate who is a man. So when I hear y'all, it opens me up. And
God
again,
bless that man. God bless him. God bless him. God bless him. Bless him. Father, we pray for that young man that's with Joy. We pray that
stretch
your hands out to that young man right now. Let's everybody just give a bow your heads and
look, hey,
he's
some sprucing up now. Myself included. Huh?
He's blessed by the best.
Damn.
Oh, she done turned into God. Ain't that something? Lord have mercy. We praise the Lord, and she said, He is already blessed by the best.
He sure is. He sure is.
Whoa. Look, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Tony. Do that thing, girl. Do that thing. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right.
We gonna be all right.
Hey,
I gotta
hey, hold, Toy.
What's up?
Come on, Black M.A.N.
Date night. Date night.
Absolutely not.
Hey, if he do, he put him out now. Throw him away.
Absolutely not.
Oh my God. Oh man, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Great conversation, lady. I appreciate that. A lot of good stuff.
Sound like some Black M.A.N and some Mad Dog 2020.
Oh my God!
No. Mad Dog.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Wait a minute now. Don't talk about Mad Dog unless you've been married for a long time now. Now Mad Dog help you get this stuff down.
Oh my
I'm just
God.
joking. I'm joking. Listen, you ever see me some more Mad Dog? Kill me. shoot, kill first, man.
That must have been the drinking he was talking about earlier.
Yeah. He on that. He must have been drinking that. Cause that dude. He got a lot of different things, man, that he was doing. If a dude do all that stuff, 9 out of 10, he didn't meet her not doing that stuff. So he could have been doing. I don't know. Maybe she changed. Maybe she switched on. I don't know. I don't know. But that's.
I got a feeling we about to find out what man code is. Black. What's man code for the night, Black?
Oh man code. Look here. First of all, look here. We had a dude in 2000 and what year? 21. This dude still trying to give up Black and Miles. Come on, man. You got that. That's a no. So that further lets me know that you doing some other stuff. And here is another no. First man code. Fellas, if you trying to win a woman over, no Black and Miles. You cannot. You got to have real cigars. If she probably ain't like that. But if you're going to have a cigar to where you can use a debit card to buy one. You can't use a debit card to buy anything under $3. So make sure that hey, that's number one. The real man code of the night further lets me know that if you a dude that got to give up Black and Miles, you probably a dude that picked her up on a date with your gas light on. Fellas, you can't do that. Fellas, you cannot pick up a woman on a date with your damn gas light on. And if you smoke Black and Miles, I bet your gas light on. I bet this gas light on. You ain't telling me nothing. I ain't never seen a dude that smoked Black and Miles that gas light went on and his engine light. You cannot have them two lights on. You need your headlights on, but you can't have your gas light and your engine light on. That's no. That you can't. Women, I'm telling you, if you ever get in a man car and you see gas light or engine light, get the hell up out that car fast as you can.
Yep. And he probably stopped at the gas station to get the Black and Mild.
He already stopped at the gas station. He had already stopped at the gas station. And his light still on. He have enough money to turn the light on. He put gas in there and the light still stayed on. You know you broke when you put gas in your car and the gas light still stay on after you close the cap. So
he put in $3. He put $3 on his gas tank and $2 on his Black and Mild.
Yeah. That's the stuff he do. That's the stuff he do. We can't have it. This ain't enough. If a man is not diligent enough to keep that gas light and engine light off, don't get in that car. Don't get in there. Now, vice versa. Women, if your gas light on and your engine light on, and he don't know how to turn them off, that's another sign. Get rid of.
Yeah.
If your man look over there and see your gas light on, your engine light, he don't say, "Pull over, babe. Pull over right here. We gonna go. I'm gonna run the store real quick. I gotta get something." Now, he better be putting some gas in there. Now, if he do go get some Black and Miles and he filling up your tank, it's okay.
Hey, and he better be pumping the gas too.
Yeah. Hey, look here. That's cause we got women on the show. We're gonna reverse the man code. Women, you see a dude with his gas light on, don't get in that car. Do not get in that car. What's about to happen is, especially if you think you cute and you got your heels and you all fix yourself up, you looking good, you got yourself all smelling good. I'm just letting you know you about to be stinking the wrong way because you're gonna be musty. Because it's gonna be some pushing or something, or you will be mad. Somebody gonna be mad.
Dressed up walk.
Yeah, you better be some workout clothes you wear because you about to push. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And don't pick up no woman and don't put your gas light in. It's like, man, that's a no-no, man. That's a no-no. I don't care how old your car is. I don't care how the older your listen, that further lets you know the older the car is, he better not have a gas light on this old ass car. He better not have an engine light on this old ass car. This old ass car better be in pristine shape for me to get in. Better not have no gas light and no engine light. So that is stamped, that is man code. Men, thou should not pick up a woman with your gas light on. I stamp that.
That's a stamp.
Stamp.
I agree.
Ladies, so now y'all know, don't get no man car. Toya, Tanya, if he got his gas light or his check engine light on.
Don't get in that car.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. And if he's smoking a black and mild, kill yourself.
Yes, that hair smoke one in his ear.
Yeah, he's smoking. Hey, and then hey, check this out. Now I'm telling on myself. Now, if he one of them brothers that twist all the tobacco out the black and mild first, I'm going real deep. Y'all ain't know about that. You and then take out the inner layer, then put it back in there. He real wrong. He real wrong.
Oh,
the
but
all the downside players know what I'm talking about when I say that.
That's what you're supposed to do with the black, though.
Supposed to dump out and put the rocket in it.
Right. Look, man. Look, man. If he doing that, man, and he can't buy no real cigar, kill yourself.
And a Philly blunt is not a real cigar.
No, it is not.
A backwood is not a cigar.
Oh my gosh.
But that's that, man. That's that. This dude, listen. That black and mild really struck me hard, man. It really struck me hard, man. I just
that's like a whole hour ago.
He said I gave up black and miles. Like,
he's scarred.
Really,
he's scarred.
Really?
He's serious about that thing.
Hey, if you want to test that theory, if your woman is really that into you, ask her to go to the store and get you some black and mild.
She said she will do anything. If you have anything.
No. Let's go back to communication because we're going to communicate why you're asking me that question. Why are you smoking black and mild?
Right.
Hey,
no.
If you say if a man tell a woman, "Hey, babe, bring me back some blacks," you don't come back. Do not come back to that dude. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Say they was out of blacks, and I'm still looking for them. I'm in Chicago now, looking for the blacks for you. I'll be back. I'm in North Carolina. She's in Chicago. I still be looking. Is you crazy? Look, man, I wish my daughter would bring a dude here smoking black and mild. I'm slapping her and him hard as I can. That's why I got to stay in shape. I got to stay in shape because I got a feeling that my daughter might bring a dude here that smoke black and mild.
Oh gosh.
Now, I'm gonna hurt him. I'm gonna hurt him real bad, man. I'm gonna hurt him. I'm gonna give him something. I'm gonna give him something real bad. Can't do that. Can't do that, fellas.
Go ahead and say it, Donnell. Go ahead and say it, Donnell. Go ahead and say it, Donnell. Your face already said it.
You gonna give him something he can feel.
I ain't gonna get that in vogue. No. I ain't getting that in vogue. You want that in vogue?
We got company. We got company, y'all. We got company. We got company. Toya and Tanya, we appreciate y'all for being on the show tonight. We ain't try to beat up on y'all too bad, but we do appreciate y'all helping us fellas out for answering some questions that we didn't have for y'all. For those who don't know, y'all can catch Toya right here on Relationship Entertainment Television every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central with Women's Champ. Be sure to follow her on Women's Champ at Facebook, Women's Champ at Instagram. Tanya, what you got going on? Where can people find you?
On Instagram, Tanya.Heron. That's TAWNYA. It's a little unique. Tanya .Heron, HERRONIG, and Facebook.
Gotcha. Okay, appreciate it. Again, we appreciate y'all. We try something different tonight because, usually we don't let women in the man cave as this is a men's only. Y'all got y'all she-shed. Y'all go out for y'all's wine and cheese and crackers or whatever, and we don't interrupt y'all and bother y'all. Y'all don't bother us when we come in the cave. But we wanted to do a little something tonight as Toya breaks out her wine finally as the night is over with.
I was already drinking. Are you kidding? I started this. I told you. I wasn't playing with y'all tonight.
It's a third drink. Third drink.
Probably
pray
so.
for that brother. Pray for that brother. Pray for that brother.
Wait till we go off live.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Wait till we go off live.
God,
Hey y'all be sure to check us out right here, Relationship Entertainment Television. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. We love you. We appreciate you. We catch y'all next week. Peace.
Hey.